Welcome back to Online Darts. We're here, Madison Square Garden. We've got the defending champion, the world #1 and world champion. Michael, the list is getting longer that we have to try and fit into your intro now.
Yeah, it's better than the Shanghai Darts champion, isn't it, or the Youth World Championships.
But you still are the reigning defending Shanghai Darts Master.
Yeah, no, it's nice to start winning and getting more trophies, especially after, like I say, it was either the Youth World Champion Shanghai or 9 times major runner-up. So it is nice to have that list going.
Nice feeling coming back here after winning last year?
Yeah, it's a weird one, especially knowing that I was the first ever to do it, and yeah, now I just want to be the first ever to do back-to-back, but it is nice being back in New York. It's one of the most iconic cities and in the most iconic arena, so what's not to be excited about?
Is it a different feeling having to defend a title?
Oh, it's been a while since I've had to do it. I've defended Europeans, but I've never had to defend the TV titles. But like you said, Shanghai, we never went back. I won this one, well, I've won Bahrain, we've not been back yet, so it is weird. I'll find out probably in November for the Grand Slam, and obviously the Worlds in December. But as for now, it just feels the same. I've never done it before.
How are you after Thursday in the Premier League? We saw your social media post that you were just disappointed and gutted with yourself that you didn't find your A game.
Yeah, Michael let me off a lot, but I let him off massively. My scoring just thought it'd be funny to not go in. I started off well, 140 was going in great, and then 180s wasn't happening. But coming out at 7-3 down, I still believed I'd win the match. Got close to it, leaving 32 to make it 9-all. But from there, he was saving 45s, 60s, 58s, 57s. Then the last 3 I had it at 140 to leave a finish, and I was checking every finish that was left. So it was just a weird feeling, like it just wouldn't drop in on the trebles when I needed it the most.
Are you surprised how well Michael played considering the injury the week before?
No, Michael's Michael. I know he was going to play well, and that's what you want him to play well. Because if he would have missed that 54 and I would have checked the 32 and won the match, it would have been a different story. He would have been on social media going, "Oh, too many chances, didn't play well." He wanted playing well, and I think you've seen his reaction at the end of it when he beat me. I've not seen him celebrate like that for a long time. So
nice social media post from the other 3 as well. Confirmation. Were you sleeping or were you on the way home? On Michael's instinct.
I was only at home. I seen I left straight away. I got in about 12:30, I think. So I was at home. I probably was asleep, but I wasn't asleep in the hotel. But I was at home.
Nice bit of banter between the 4 of you though, and that shows how close that you guys are. I know you all want to win up there, but you spend a lot of time together. So it was a nice bit of social media banter for a change.
Yeah, I think I've said to you before, I spend more time with these lot than I do with my family.
Yeah.
So you have to get on. There's no point hating each other. But yeah, we never spoke about it beforehand that he was going out, so I didn't know. But no, my dad had an appointment as well. The doctors at 1:30 the following day, so it was either the plan was I won it, he was going home, and I get a taxi in the morning. Probably got 500 quid Uber, but he just won the Prem. But no, we was going home that night.
Back here, the field this year a lot different to last year, a bit of a fresher, feeling a few younger faces in there.
Yeah, we've got Rob, Luke,
Dimitri,
David Dimitri as well. So it's getting there, but there's a few faces missing who you'd expect to be here as well. But it happens. I'm just glad now Nathan's here as well. I'm looking forward to Nathan being, because he won Vegas when he beat me in the final. So it wasn't nice him not coming here last year. So for him to get his chance this year, because virtually we're both defending champions. He never defended his, he never had the chance, and I'm defending this year, so it should be fun.
I suppose the big name missing is Gary, and it feels weird that Gary isn't in a World Series. But does that show how far the game has developed now? Where the talent coming through has taken over people like Gary's place.
Yeah, we got used to it in the Premier League because it was weird. Like we got to week 3 and we didn't have Gary at corner going. There's only 13 weeks left, guys. So it was a bit weird. So we never heard that. But, no, it is weird. I've always got on great with Gary. We've travelled most of the world together. So in the last couple of years we haven't done as much. But he's missed, but he's starting to come back as well. You're going to see him at the World Cup. Hopefully he gets his form back in the Premier League next year.
Did you watch the race for the England World Cup place as well at the Euro Tour?
Yeah, tuned in just for the final, but I didn't see it. I literally went 1-all and I got bored straight away. That's it, I'm daft. I've waited, my manager will text me the scores. But no, I was gutted for Luke, glad for Rob. It's a bit different, you have to have commiserations, but unfortunately I don't get to pick my own partner. So it's whoever plays better out of the two. Both of them are on form. So hopefully one of them can help me lift the title.
What does playing here at Madison Square Garden do for the sport? Because the World Series Series, we've been around the world numerous times, but not quite in a venue like Madison Square Garden, is it? Like an iconic venue. What's this can do for the sport?
Say last year it was mad walking down here, seeing him in the same building as well. Muhammad Ali's been and everything like that. It's weird, and this could only make the sport go even better. Van Gogh touched on it last year when I won it. In his speech after it, saying darts had won, I didn't win. That's a bit of bullshit. I actually won, but no, darts did win that day. It's massive. You would have thought, like, all the years Barry setting this up, that we'd actually be in Madison Square Garden. Before Ali Pali was good, and going to New Zealand, Shanghai, but this was the one. Being in the Big Apple, Madison Square Garden, there's no better venue than this.
What's that feeling like when you see the lad from St Helens on a billboard in Times Square?
I was actually fuming because when we first got here, I took the kids up to Times Square to look, and it was just Peter Wright and Price. It's like, yeah, bit of go that, I'm defending champion. But no, they took me out Madison Square Garden. It's unreal. Just being, he said, a lad from Saints don't do much around there. It's only rugby or darts now, but it's a weird feeling, especially the kids seeing it as well. Like the dads up on a billboard, it's probably the biggest thing that you can be on. Yeah. So it is weird, but it's also a good feeling.
Michael, pleasure as always, lad. All the very best.
Cheers, Paul. Good luck.